and McPartlin and Dec Donnelly have waded in on the I'm a Celebrity payroll after Jimmy Bullard raged about losing his fee for wanting to quit the show. Ex-footballer Jimmy had said he wanted full pay, and that was why he decided to call out I'm a Celebrity get me out of here during a trial rather than in camp, sparking a huge row with Adam Thomas. Jimmy said for his own reasons, thought to be his father's health, he wanted to go home, but because of his contract, he would have to lose a trial rather than ask to leave early. During an extraordinary moment in the final, Jimmy said, "Listen, Adam, and all of you can be upset with me, and I absolutely threw him under the bus, I get it and I'll wear that. But what I don't stand on, is someone being abusive, aggressive and intimidating. I don't stand on that." He then called on Ant and Dec to have their say on what happened. Speaking for the first time in their podcast about the live fallout, Ant and Dec appeared to side with Adam as they suggested he was used as collateral damage in Jimmy's plan. "Jimmy used Adam as collateral damage," said Ant. "We tried to be professional and keep it on track. It was a real shame, we were supposed to hear from every person. The whole thing was weird to me," he added. "Which is why I said quite firmly on the night said I disagree." Asked on the night why he quit, Jimmy said, "There were a lot of heavy reasons, which I don't want to go into now. Also, I told Ollie, can you talk me through my contract? Because my contract's pro rata. Let me give you an example, if I go home and call Adam back with me, I get full pay. That money's big for me and my family. If I go home, stay in, and go back and pull the plug, I get a small percentage of that. I made my mind up in that light bulb moment, I have to go home. Then all hell breaks loose. You can all be upset. I threw him under the bus. I absolutely get it. I'll wear that. But what I don't stand on is someone being abusive, aggressive or intimidating. I don't stand on it. You didn't show none of that. None of the C words. You didn't." The pair also clarified what happened between them and David and Jimmy in the car park, which was snapped by paparazzi. Speaking on their podcast Hanging Out with Ant and Dec, Dec explained, "I went up to David Hay and he went, 'How brilliant was that? Wasn't that great?' I went, 'Well, it was certainly talk about TV, I wouldn't call it great, but anyway we had a laugh and we were cool.' And then I've walked off and seen Jimmy Bullard and I just shook his hand and I was like, 'Look after yourself,' and he was like, 'Yeah, cheers, cheers, cheers.' So there was no confrontation. I wasn't flanked by 2 security guards as it said in the paper." Setting the record straight, Ant insisted there was no argument in the car park, with Dec adding, "I saw David Hay and he said what about that then, hope you get some good ratings for that one." Ant also added, "I just felt it was a shame the crowning moment of I'm a Celebrity South Africa couldn't have been more celebratory. If anything, remember it for Craig Charles having a bath in the washing up bowl, that's how I would remember it."